How are we? Oh, long awaited Pisces. And then I went on a tangent with some research. So I have a lot here, Pisces. But this is for my elder Pisces. My millennials, my Gen X, my boomers, and your children. So, I know everybody's kind of having a whoo right now. We're in between them, meaning the eclipses. And yeah, my hair is a little bit more blended. I still have but I'm happy. I did it. Took me quite a while, but I did it. So, right now I have the moon, I have Mercury, I have 5th house, the 10th house, the number 5, the number 1, Cancer, Gemini, 3 times. So, stellium, somebody have a stellium? And Scorpio, and Virgo. So, I don't know, this could get interesting. So we've got lots here. It is about the journey, and I wrote this on the 15th, so however many days ago that is. It is about the journey, not the destination. Your happiness didn't happen overnight. You did the work when others were preoccupied. Life did not hand you roses and gifts to start, but gave you lessons to build your foundation. It may have taken you several attempts to get it right, but yet here you are, living life on your terms with support from your spirit team. Many seem to think it happened overnight. They don't know the family and friends that you have had to let go in the process, knowing that the loneliness would be tough. You have no idea. You stood 10 toes down and took the slander, injustice, and projection of many. Everyone's got an opinion, but you decided it was your life and did the work. What many fail to realize is they can't have your life unless they take on all the trauma, lessons, and spiritual attacks. They would never survive it. And I heard Raspberry Beret by Prince, 1985, and Boogie Oogie Oogie. It was one of my favorite songs back, I think it was 11, 12. I can picture a sleepover I had with girlfriends, and it was on the record. I don't know whatever happened to those, and wow, my smoke is right in my face. Helping me clear. You are the main character of your life and developing a beautiful life now as the first wave of indigos. Holy cow. Apparently something needs to be cleansed. You pave the way for others to take accountability. You're the pioneers of counterculture, system challengers, low grounding, world wasn't ready, and your strong intuition. So this is where I went on the tangent, Pisces, and I will get into some cards for you after this, but I think this is important on understanding the children we had and where they are and why some of them. I had a fellow creator that talked about the parent alienation, which I have completely with my daughter, who hasn't spoken to me in probably 8 years now, I think, and a son who is starting to join her cause, which here nor there, there's no judgment here. It's their life, what they choose to do with it. Like I said, people like myself are given these things for reasons because they tried to break us. So I'm not going to get into that, but I think it's important to understand that the spiritual attacks, and that's why I say many would never survive it. Okay, your strong mind has gotten you through. So the first wave of indigos came the 1940s to the 1950s. The second wave, the 1960s to the 70s, which is myself. The third wave, the 1980s to the 90s, which are many of my, well, some of my siblings, not all. But you are sunshine in a pocket. You don't need anyone, okay? But the Indigo Awakening, this is what happened. There were sudden discomfort, unfulfilling jobs, or toxic relationships. You had this existential urge, intense drive to find your divine purpose. You had expanded intuition, vivid dreams, frequent synchronicities, heightened empathy for others. The physical shifts, your sensitivity to processed food, loud noises, and crowded spaces. I have not been to a crowded concert of any kind (2 years? Maybe longer? Not sure. And I used to go all the time. But the Indigo Wave, basically from the 1940s to the 90s, it's the spiritual demolition crew who broke down outdated societal systems. That is the purpose. That is why we came. The Crystal Wave is the ones born in the 1990s through the 2000s, many of our children, the peacemakers with clear, loving energy who build new ways of connecting, if not damaged by the other parent. I added that because I feel that that's very important. What was that? Something very strange just flew in front of my house. And then the Rainbow Wave, they're the 2000s to the present, the fully integrated avatars with zero karma, bringing pure joy and healing. So when you have that child and or grandchild, now for many of us, that seems to know more than anything you've ever taught them, given them, holy cow, I must be speaking some big truth, clearing that energy. You wonder where they got the knowledge. Well, they came in with the knowledge. That's the scary part about it. Many of them are more intelligent than we are, and I've always said we had to learn to break the conditioning, the societal norms, the things that we were taught, the lies, the crap, the BS. And if you're continuing to live in that, it's a choice you're making. The crystal aura, the pastel, the iridescent shades of white are like gold. Now this is for the crystal wave. Their energy is calm, gentle, highly observant, and vulnerable to emotional clutter. Their focus is healing old emotional wounds and teaching deep empathy. That's why many, they're in their feelings, and then our group of get over your fucking feelings, which I understand, we were taught, shove it down, don't talk about it, blah, 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 7 on the clock, my earth clock. It's those things. You just kind of, the different teachings and the ways to handle things. I was the mom that, yes, you are free to have your feelings, you are free to express them any way you need in the house, but when you are out in public, it is respect. Please, thank you, yes ma'am, yes sir, those kind of things. Because you don't know what in society people are handling, happening, grieving, and whatever it might be. And you don't need to make somebody else's day shitty because you're having a shitty day. Stay home. It's honestly a rule I've lived by my whole life. The rainbows, their aura is vibrant, multicolored, bands of red, yellow, green, and violet. Their energy is radiant, unstoppable, completely self-generating, and immune to negativity. Hence why you can tell when children have been programmed in how they respond. With the ones that choose to walk away and not engage are listening to their inner self. I find it very intriguing. The indigo burnout solutions. people like me. We had to learn about ourselves because we were trained into the system that, this patriarchal society has taught us. But the solutions that I found here is the grounding cord, the visualizing a root growing from your spine into the earth to release grounding. Go walking in the grass barefoot, playing in your garden, planting stuff. Oh, my sunflowers, I can't wait. They're beautiful. Your digital detox, 8 p.m. turn off, airplane mode. Do you know on airplane mode your alarms still work? They do. Just put it on airplane mode. Nothing can come through. Nothing can bother you. Nothing. And no, nothing is that important. I'm sorry. Nothing is that important that when you get it, the message and or text or whatever it is, that it can't wait until you turn your phone back on. It's a big thing. I went on kind of a cleanse. The only time I was out here is if I was posting. I wasn't answering anybody. I wasn't answering calls. I wasn't answering text messages. I wasn't. To me, it's healthy. Aggression release. Heavy workouts, whatever works for you. Dance it out. I turn music on, dance it out in my living room or in my office or wherever the hell I am. I used to do it all the time in Milwaukee when I'd go out. I'd get in that jukebox. It's my release. The music. It's a medicine. Saying no with your whole chest. Firm boundaries with those who treat you like a free psychic counselor. That's a hard one for me. It's always been a hard one for me because I feel when people are having a hard time. But again, what did I say? Stay home. Deal with yourself. A lot of people don't want to. So then they go out and then they project all their BS on other people. So then I try to step in to buffer to, okay, let's not do this, kind of thing. And especially if you're out in a place where drinking is involved, it becomes even something else. And then, of course, it's always your fault, which I've just learned to be, whatever. I don't take things personally, honestly. And then to find your creative outlet. What is your creative outlet? Do you have one? I have many. It's hard for me to keep up sometimes because I always feel like I'm lagging behind, but as things happen. Your biggest things is holistic healing, creative arts, environmental advocacy, alternative education, and tech disruption. That is why we are here as indigos, many of us Pisces, okay? The indigos are the fiery truth tellers and the protectors. The crystals absorb, reflect, become teachers, and soften the environment. I feel I'm a combination of both. Don't know why. Can I be fiery? Oh, for sure. Those of you who have seen it, yes. But as I've gotten older, it's just, why? I found my other ways to release it. Now, some things to help with this. Energy vampire protection. Those you feel depleted after being around. You feel like you got the life sucked out of you. You thought it was just because you had a bad day at work or something, whatever. It's the people. Why do you say the people you surround yourself with become what you become? Excuse me. You can do what we call a zip up. You visualize zipping up in a protective bubble. Shield from your feet to over your head. Gray rock, respond to manipulative people with one-word answers. Short to the point. Cord cutting. If you need to learn how to do that, go look it up. Physical buffer. Cross arms and legs during meetings to close off energy centers. And salt baths, one of my favorites. Epsom or Himalaya salts. And then I heard one of my favorite Captain and Sneal songs, Love Will Keep Us Together, from 1975. So, pulled some mystics. Two of Wands. you're definitely going to have some choices and some new things and some going to make you question yourself kind of stuff. But you are on the right path to supplying for yourself, being for yourself. You are enough. You have everything you need. And you can call in the things that you don't have that you feel you need. Your life is balancing. Your money is balancing. Everything is balancing. You do have wish fulfillment coming in. Judgment to some. Karma. I'm telling you, this next eclipse, lunar in Pisces, I pray for those who came against you. As the sun is going to shine on you and cut out the people that chose to do things against you and hid it. And it was hidden. It's going to come out. And all of a sudden, people are going to be receiving things that, oh, that would never happen to me. They don't know about that. I'll dream it. I'll get a vision. I'll get a song. I'll get a message. I'll get an email. I'll get some sort of communication that will tell me my intuition was right. Fuck around, find out. It's getting kind of scary, honestly. Father, let me remember you are here and I am not alone. Surrounding me is everlasting love. Now I would change that to Mother. Source God, Creator, Birther, it's female. Warrior Queen. You are walking karma. You have had a heart that has been trampled on by more people than you know what to do with. That I understand. You are a lunar Libra. You do deserve the best. You've made many for just about everybody you've ever loved in your life. You are sugar busted and dusted. And I got it again. So you've been through the trenches. You've already been through the hard stuff. Angels want you to stay happy. Now that you found who you are, truly. And I just had a beautiful childhood friend that went through a time and came out the other side. And it's so beautiful to see. Once the lights go back on in somebody's face, you can tell. Spirituality is being tuned in. You are a mind gardener. You are magically delicious. Anxiety, brain fog, tiredness, and headaches, they are starting to leave you now. You've always had pure intentions, and it's why people don't understand how, even in the worst of times, you still come out the other side. Well, because you never had bad intentions for anybody. You just protected yourself. Your memories are coming back. Maybe past lives. I am many beautiful things all rolled into one. Many of you Pisces are. You feel your destiny. You're bigger, better, and smarter after all the BS. Every day. Every day, every day, every day. And I do have to say, the birds have been pretty quiet lately. I haven't seen quite as many. Chase them. I give you permission. You are. Because you've been Angel Athena, take back your power. Your happiness shows. It should. Took you a long time to get here. Topaz, crystals, my babies. He's snoozing over there. You are. And you're about to live here. Go love on yourself, Pisces. You deserve it. I love you more than you know. I see you soon.